Hey everyone, welcome to Mr. U's Reviews. So once again, I wanted to review a film that has stuck with me ever since I watched it for the first time. And the film that I love rewatching, and it's just always enjoyable. And that film today is 12 Angry Men. This film follows a jury of 12 men when they need to come up with a verdict of a case in court. And one of the jurors, played by Henry Fonda, tries to convince the jury to rethink and reconsider their decision so there won't be any injustice. One aspect of this film that really stands out is the acting from the cast. And that's because the audience doesn't know any of the characters' names. They're known as their juror numbers, like Juror 1, Juror 2. But throughout the film, you don't really kind of remember that. So these actors really create their distinctive characters well. And so the audience can get to know them and their opinions. And two standouts are, of course, Henry Fonda, who is the juror trying to convince the rest of the jury to rethink their decision and make sure what they're doing will be fair and full of justice. And Lee J. Cobb is also outstanding here, and he plays a juror who is very opinionated. He will not change his opinion easily because of personal events in his past. And these two actors really create a great conflict here that just makes the film all the better to watch. In addition, the directing by Sidney Lumet, who's just a classic filmmaker, is wonderful. And the reason why it works so well is because the film takes place in one room, the jury room. So the audience would think that the directing would be bland, but through shots that keep going without cutting, or wide shots, or just close-ups, Sidney Lumet uses everything to make the film feel more grand and epic, and you just feel like you're a juror in there. And where his directing really shines is when you see all of the different jurors try different things physically to see if everything works out, whether it be walking and timing it or certain movements. And Lumet's directing is marvelous here, and it's an aspect that really shines. Furthermore, the screenplay of this film is amazing because it knows how to build 12 different distinctive characters. And throughout the film, the audience just gets to know them and their opinions, and even a little bit of the backstories of the characters, which propels the film and their opinions, and the reason why they would choose a certain verdict. And man, the script just makes the audience feel like they're part of the jury, in addition to what I said about the directing. It just makes them feel like they're right there, and throughout the film the audience kind of comes up with their own opinion on what maybe they would choose, and it is just a brilliant screenplay, and I think it's top tier. And finally, the ending of this film just brings together all the aspects: the acting, directing, screenplay, and even the score, which shows up at the beginning but is so perfect at the end as well. And how the film concludes satisfies the audience very well, and it makes it so much more rewatchable. 12 Angry Men is a timeless classic that has stood the test of time after all of these years, and it's just an outstanding work that everybody should watch. 12 Angry Men for sure gets an A+. And as always, don't forget your popcorn. Until next time, from Mr. U to you, stay tuned.